Welcome back.
Hey, ladies.
Hey. What it is. Hey, guys.
Welcome back.
We're back, guys. It's been an eventful week for me.
How's it?
I'm not even going to talk about it.
Eventful as in a good?
No.
Please.
It started off good.
Okay.
My birthday went lit, and then it just went down. It went downhill after that. Real fast.
Yeah,
Crashed and burned.
Had a whole little life-changing experience in my damn self.
It was just that week. I could see. It was that kind of week.
It's been that type of week.
Yeah.
I guess we rolling over to the real 2021.
Yeah, the trial's over. Now you have to just buy the whole year.
Like, this shit is real.
Yes. Like we got that taste test of that first month, and then I was like, all right, so here we here for real now.
Well,
Sheesh.
I had an okay week.
Good for you.
Normal. I guess normal is good.
Yeah. Normal is good.
Normal is good. Someone trying me today, but normal is good. They try me every week.
They tried me this week at work too. Mm-hmm. I was like, you gotta be quicker than that. Tried to serve me with a little attendance warrant. I was like, oh no. Hold up, sweetie. I never got my written. Hold up. Let's backtrack. No. But yeah.
Well, yes, ladies. So as you guys can see, we're Crystal's not here today, so you guys, it's gonna be us three. We taking on the road. Let's go.
All right.
So today the topic is too comfortable. And the reason why was I was talking, to more than one person, and how good it is, to get in a relationship and finally be able to be yourself.
So we just talk about relationship, or we talk about too comfortable with a job, too comfortable?
No, too comfortable in general. But the idea when I was talking to someone was just in reference to relationships.
Okay.
So basically, it's just along the lines that it's great when you're in a relationship and you can finally reach that point where you can relax, be yourself to the fullest with that person. And, and actually enjoy the relationship because you are fully in your comfort zone. Right. But then, it comes to a point that some people, they get complacent and they're just too comfortable in a relationship. Mm-hmm. And that was that pin, like, ding, like, what do you mean get too comfortable? Mm-hmm. Isn't that the point where to let someone get to fully know you and show them, your flaws and all, and that they have to accept you, and and then it was like, yeah, but there is such thing as being too comfortable. I was like,
So we talk about like no makeup, no eyebrows, no wig. Like what?
So everyone has, and then
in a restroom, passing gas.
I was about to say Putin.
Well, let's say at least for you, have you guys been in a relationship or dealt with someone, just dating, and that you felt that either A, they got too comfortable, or B, you became too comfortable? Because everyone has a different definition of what too comfortable is, and some people are okay with being comfortable, and they don't consider the too comfortable.
Well, I can say like me going through my situationships that I may have got comfortable and I forgot, like, okay, Yana, this not really what you want. Mm-hmm. Like that could be as far as having kids, maybe this person don't believe in marriage or whatever it is, and you're just doing it at the moment, but then you lose time, and now it's like 2 years, 3 years. I don't wasted my time, and it's like I really know this is not who I want to be with, because they don't want what I want, but I'm just doing it at the moment because they're making me happy at the moment. And I get comfortable. Like, you get comfortable because you never know what you're going to get out of no relationship. So you just sit there like, okay, what could be worse? Right. I understand he don't want this, but okay, it could be worse. I'm getting what I can get right now.
Start making excuses up in your head. Like, it's cool because we just doing what we're doing for right now.
Yeah, so you get comfortable. I could see it happening a lot.
Mm-hmm. So at that point where you consider...
Like first dating, and it's like you want to be your best. And then it's just like, I just want to throw on a hoodie and some jeans. Like, and he want to show you off, like, babe, put on something. Like, I'm like, we only going here. Like, I want to throw on a fucking hoodie. Like, then you get comfortable, but that's what it keep them attracted to you. They used to you dressing up, looking good, but it's like, I just want to put my hair in a ponytail and throw on this damn hoodie, like.
And keep it moving.
not thinking about I'm being selfish of my comfort and not keeping my man satisfied, happy, and attracted to me. It's like, I already got you. Like, what the hell?
And that's exactly
Yeah,
it.
and that's what you hear that a lot. Like, she just lost herself. I'm not attracted to her no more. You know, even him, like, you know, he don't be getting shape ups and like, go get a fucking shape up. Like,
Kind of like started letting stuff go a little bit. Like, I don't got to do as much.
We get beat down from gaining weight, but men gain weight too. And it's like, it's no problem with a man got a pop belly, but a female get one, it's a problem.
Yes.
Like, we the only ones supposed to look good.
Those
Like,
double
nigga,
standards.
I bagged you. I wanted you. You had the six pack. You had the nice Sony. Like,
Because when you hear the too comfortable, the first, you know, idea that comes to people's head is the female. It's always the women that we get too comfortable, you know, with the weight gain, or that you don't keep yourself up as much as you used to.
They come
Your
at us with the
hair.
physical.
Yeah,
Yeah,
with the
but
physical.
what about the
traits,
man?
the
How you
attributes.
got me with the dates and the flowers and the gifts, whatever, like the constant texting, checking up, and anything. Like,
That's what bothers me. When they get too comfortable, get
to it's
content
like,
with certain stuff.
Now I gotta ask you to go out on a date.
Right.
You that comfortable that you feel like you don't gotta like surprise
you don't have to
me and be
still-
like, babe, get ready, be outside.
Right.
They get too comfortable. Yeah.
Yeah, the willingness to please.
Yes.
And because that's one thing that one person I was speaking to, and they said, that when they think about getting too comfortable, that's one of the things that pops in their head, the willingness to please.
Right.
Immediately, you know, of course, you think sex.
Right.
So, you know, you start doing backflips. You over here doing all
Back to
types of
splits
All
and
types of shit. You thought you was a whole porn star, wilding out.
You become a nectician.
Now it's
all
like,
this
babe, my
stuff.
legs hurt. I'm tired. Can you get on top?
Yeah, you get lazy.
Get lazy.
You know, you did all this stuff, you know, where you're trying to get that person, you know, where you wanted to get them, and not necessarily everybody, but, you know, some things do die down. And then that, in my head, the first thing that came was, you know, sex. It's like, yeah, but it's the willingness to please in general, like you said. He was like, you see the same things you used to do to keep a person in a relationship, or to get them, to get them to that place. You know, the random dates, you know, planning vacations,
those random phone calls,
the calls, the check-in, you know,
you need anything? I'm on my way past
let's go
such and
have
such. You want me to
lunch.
get you
All
something?
these things, you know, eventually they do die down.
Yeah.
It becomes either it becomes a norm. You just consistently do the same thing. You don't switch it up. You get tired of doing the same thing. And then to the point that you just stop doing anything, because it's like, yeah, we already did all this. Like, what else is there to do? Switch it up.
Shit, I feel that way about the waxing.
About the waxing?
About the waxing?
Like, sorry, it's not time for me to wax. Like, you probably was used to me wax. That's because I set it up in the right time.
Ahead of time, right?
I knew he was going on a date, so I made sure my
on
wax.
point, okay.
But hold on, I'm not shaving. I'm not getting no razor bumps for your ass. You gonna take this here, you know?
Or that's
This
it.
cat, how it is.
Period. If you really want it.
No, for real. So we get
Do they
comfortable
even
with
care
that
about
too.
that stuff though? Dudes don't care.
No,
about
they
that
really
type of
don't.
stuff, right?
But I'm just
They probably be
saying.
like, well, some dudes
Like,
I think
babe,
do. I heard some
it ain't
dudes
about
say
time
that
for
they
you to
care.
wax. I'm like,
Marv,
2 weeks.
do men care? Marv says they do.
Everybody, he said
yes, Yes, Marv is speaking for the men.
They
They
just
do
gonna
care.
take it at the moment, but like, you need to make that wax appointment.
I thought when we said the too comfortable thing, I thought in a whole nother direction. I thought about violation of boundaries, the absence of trust. You starting to now you so comfortable that you got me, that you don't feel like you got to work to keep me.
Yes.
So now you starting to like, oh, I don't even got to mention to her. You know what I'm saying? That I'm about to go do this and do that with this person or that person, and I probably ain't gonna be around for like some days or whatever.
And
now
you opened that
kind of
door
like.
already. Yeah.
Now it's just like, it's all right. Or you probably hit him up like, oh damn, I ain't hear from you all day. Like, how you doing? What you doing? Oh, I'm gone. I went here or whatever. I'll be back on like Fridays. Holiday. Oh, okay. Well, damn. When was you gonna say that to me? You know? Okay. Not saying like it's not like a control thing. It's just about like, I feel like a common courtesy or like a respect or something like that. Like if I'm with someone or I'm dating them and stuff, it's certain things I'm gonna do. It's boundaries. I feel like, and the same boundaries I will want someone to follow or at least be respectful of. I will be the same way with them. So like I feel like it needs to be reciprocated. Like if I'm gonna sit here and if I'm going out with a male friend or something like that, and like it's other females going, but there's male friends of mine that may be going to something, I'm gonna be like, oh hey, about to go out with such and such. I'm gonna run down to you. Okay, this is gonna be with me, just like a heads up. So it's not like she just was like, I ain't know this person, don't know nothing about him. You know, it's just that I feel like that respect. People start to lose that when they get comfortable. They start to forget about stuff like that. It's kind of like.
And
I
I
don't
would
gotta
think
mention
it
it.
would be kind of the opposite. I would think that
Right.
when you're comfortable, you
You
are
will be
more
more-
open.
right.
You know, you will communicate more. You will let your partner know.
Right.
But I guess that's what I said. Being too comfortable works
Yes.
differently. You know, it's based on the person. You know, and the perception of
Them double
what-
standards.
Like I got a friend who say like I'm getting too comfortable and I tell you too much. They feel like they open the door too much. They like tell you too much. They're comfortable and now it's like the information you know could actually probably damage me.
Yeah.
But me not knowing
Yeah.
it might damage you too, in a way.
Because it's like that, we go back to that guard thing too. Like you get comfortable and have a guard up, or you put the guard down, and it's like you comfortable and you telling these people things, and then it's like your guard down. You're so comfortable, and now they attack you with it.
I get what you're saying. Try to use it against you.
Yeah, because you got comfortable with them. You opened up to them.
But see, that's when you gotta. I feel like that when people start to do that, that's when they start to show their true colors. Because there's no reason why if we have a falling out, now you throwing out my, you know what I'm saying, you using something against me that I told you in confidence, just talking to you, being open and thinking I could do that with you, and then now that you know, we got a falling out or we got a misunderstanding or a disagreement or something, you ready to just throw it in my face. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, you should never
That's when
be
you
too
gotta double
comfortable
think
to
things.
disrespect anybody.
Yeah,
Now,
and that's-
respect is not an option.
Thank you.
It's mandatory.
That's a big thing. Respect goes a long way
Yeah,
with
definitely.
every relationship, not just romantic ones. All relationships, trust and respect goes a huge, huge way. And I feel like if you don't got respect for somebody, once that respect is gone, everything else go too. And if you don't respect me,
It's like you're so comfortable that it's like you're not even paying attention to my needs, my wants,
right? Because it's kind of like if I'm considerate of yours, why wouldn't you be of mine?
you're so
It should
comfortable
be
that
mutual.
everything I do is a nag now.
Yes,
You're
right.
that comfortable that it's just like, okay, because you feel like, okay, she
Right.
ain't going nowhere. Now she just nagging.
Right.
Once you're not taking consideration of my feelings.
Right.
One of the points that I
Because of that
saw specifically, they said that you take your partner for granted.
Yes.
When you're
Right,
too
when
comfortable,
you're too
you
comfortable.
take your partner for granted.
Yes.
Those are signs, you know,
But
that
is
you
that
know that
signs
you're,
of what you already allowed and accepted and, you know, look past? So it's like, you know what they say, like once you allow it, they're going to do it again. That's like with cheating and
You
anything.
teach
So now
someone
it's
how to
like
treat you.
They comfortable. They know how to control you and get you back. Like
Almost
with the
like
cheating
manipulate
thing.
situations and
Yeah,
stuff.
like, yeah.
I agree.
I don't know. I felt like I have been
Not everyone.
too
I feel like
comfortable.
I don't know when stuff like that happen. It make me want to sit back and think a little bit. Like, wait a second, you know, let me really think about what it is, what it is I want from a partner, who it is that you are. You know what I'm saying? Not who you were, what you were showing me, but who you are at this point in time. Because people are allowed to change. We all grow. It's a continuous thing. We're gonna grow and all that type of stuff. But once I start to see certain things, and I feel like that's not. I know that that's not what I want in a partner going forward. It's kind of like, I'm gonna go over here.
And what I
Mind
do
my
is that
business.
I put myself in that space of trying to believe that my situation just is okay. Like that's how comfortable
You try to
I
get them the
get.
benefit of doubt.
Like going
make
into it knowing
justifications.
the pros and cons of it, whatever the case may be,
Mm-hmm.
but you just go every day. You just going and going. Then it's just like it's fine.
Mm-hmm.
I'm getting this out of it. I'm getting that out of it. Like I think I'm happy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna get what I want in the future, but now I'm just comfortable. I'm just comfortable. I'm
Just
I'm
going through the
not-
motions.
I'm not doing it for the future. I'm doing it for the moment.
yeah, you're settling at this
Yeah,
point.
now it's like you're settling. You're just living in the moment.
Yeah.
Like you're not thinking about the future. Like
how can it affect
you
you?
know, one day shit gotta change. Things that end. This not what you want. This probably not what they want. But it's like you're just comfortable, and it's just like, oh well, it feels good at the moment.
Yeah, and also I think people sometimes stay in these comfortable relationships because you're like, okay, what's the worst that can happen? Now I'm going to
Right.
go meet someone else. Now we have to just the idea of having to start
All over again.
is
I gotta
so uncomfortable. You know,
Mm-hmm.
you have to meet someone else, and then you might meet 20 people, and then it may.
You go into a trust
And then you're like,
issues
oh,
and
this is the reason
insecurities
why
and
I
like, yeah.
should have stayed here.
And I
It's
think that's why we
easier to-
deal
yeah.
with comfortability.
Yeah.
Because we all worry about that whole, I got to do this all over again with
But you
somebody
never know
else.
with no relationship how it's going to go.
No, and who knows? Maybe this next person you meet, it may be uncomfortable, it may be whatever,
Right.
but it may
And
be
maybe that's the person that was
amazing.
for
Yeah.
you. And that's why it didn't work out with the last one.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, and that's why they say that, they mention that whole honeymoon phase, when you're talking to someone, sometimes, when you get comfortable, that how long, realistically speaking, I guess the honeymoon phase has a different length for everyone, depending if you're in a relationship, depending if you're married, and, what people choose to do to keep that spark in a relationship.
Yes.
It makes a difference. And they were saying something about, being, snarky, when you're too comfortable, your attitude comes out a little differently versus, before you'll smile like, that made me upset, but it didn't. And you won't respond in a certain way. But once you're comfortable, you're like, and then that whole
like, okay, let me really tell
side
you.
of you just snaps out. So, and it's just like, whoa, where's the
damn,
sweet
you was
little?
just cool as shit. Now it's like, you got a badass attitude.
Yeah, like, where'd she go?
Yeah,
I'm a whole thug.
Don't play with me like that. Don't play with me like that.
Yeah.
But then with the comfort thing, it's just like you got to pay attention to the signs because you get so comfortable sometimes that you don't notice when your partner trying to make you uncomfortable. You're so comfortable, but they're really not happy. They're giving you signals that they're not happy and they're trying to make you uncomfortable. But you're so comfortable that you're missing all the signs. And that's when all the cheating and all that take place. But you're so comfortable, you think you got this person, you holding your spot, that you're missing everything.
Sometimes
And they've been
people
doing things to make you uncomfortable this whole time, but you just stuck in the zone. You have your vision made up of how you want things to be, and it's going that way, so you just blocking everything else out that's going wrong because you found your comfort zone. No matter if you done heard X, Y, Z, this and that ain't right, but you found your comfort. It's one thing that probably made you happy, and I'm here. I'm fine with that. At least I know he's not this. Like,
at least I know he's coming home to me.
At least I know he's coming home, so that's fine.
No, that's being definitely too comfortable to settling. Yeah,
he's paying my bills, so that's fine.
Yeah, and it's that the fear
and
of
you can get someone
anything
who do
outside
all
of that
and still not fucking cheating. Yeah.
But also, sometimes like the person that I had the original conversation was, we said women, and it came directly in reference to physical. Obviously, that what attracted this person to you. It could be your personality, it can be your ambition, it can be your looks. And sometimes people get in these relationships and then you stop striving to be the best version of you.
Yes.
And I think that's like, the biggest mistake that people, I'm not going to say female, people, do. Sometimes you may have certain plans, and once you get in a relationship, you're so stuck in satisfying the other person or trying to make everything work that you put your plans, your future aside, to
it's like prioritizing them before you.
And exactly.
And that's how we lose
then
ourselves.
you lose yourself
Yes.
and the original, the trying to become the best version of you, and then you identify with that version of that that you believe that they want it. But realistically speaking, when they were attracted to you, what attracted them to you was your independence, your self, the way you self-identified, what you did for yourself, and you do. And sometimes you get too comfortable, and that's when the whole. We've been in a relationship for 2 years, let's say, and then, the whole weight gain, and he's going to love me unconditionally. No, baby. You still got to keep yourself up. You still got to try to snap back because, at the end of the day, you want your man, that physical attraction.
Yes.
You want him
to look at you and just be like, damn.
Yeah, exactly. So when you want eye candy.
Exactly.
Really stop putting this on us because the women they cheat on us with sometimes look like trash.
Yeah, but
stop putting so much pressure on yourself, cause.
No, but
let's talk about these fucking men.
No, but okay.
So become providers, get a better job, hustle. Like the hustle is what attract me. A lot of these dudes get so comfortable and they're not looking to progress neither. Like you're supposed to hold down the household. That's turning me off. Like you don't have no hustle in you. We need to put that pressure on them too.
Oh, no,
you want
of
about
course.
physical appearance, but are you bringing the steak home? You're not.
But then again, women will settle and not move, knowing that this man does not have the hustle in him, and you'll just stay there because
knowing
you're
that that's
comfortable.
not what you want,
so
but
you're not satisfied with how your physical appearance. He's not satisfied. But then again, you won't dare pick up and leave because you're too comfortable. It's easier for a guy to walk out of a, even though like in marriage they say women are are the first to request the whole and submit for divorce versus men, quote unquote. I don't know how true that is, but when it comes to staying in relationship and knowing that something is not what exactly ideal and what you want, women, we will settle before men 10 times.
I believe that.
Yeah, so like I get the whole put on the pressure on you know, not only the women but the men too. But you know, right, I identify, you know, with the women, and you know, I know women that have gotten too comfortable in, you know, not putting their self first, not, you know, just letting it be. Like the same way he left you when he leaves in the morning is the same way he finds you when he comes home at night. For what? Like no, and those are the things that people have given, and like, you know, like signs like, hey babe, I bought you, you know, workout gear. I got you a stroller so you can run the park with the baby, and all types of hint. And at the end of the day, this person has done everything, and that's the reason why I say, because the gentleman I'm referring to and the people I'm referring to that I spoke to in reference to this was the great guy. He was doing everything he needed to do to maintain a home. So he was a provider. He was, you know, not only financially but, you know, emotionally supporting this person in every way, shape, or form, and trying to give that person all types of hints of, you know, how she should stop.
And instead of you thinking they're attacking you by thinking you need to lose weight, but they trying to build your confidence back up.
Yeah, because you also exactly that reflects the way you feel about yourself. You know, it shows in your body language. It shows in what you do and how you
what you attend and everything.
Yeah, exactly. So then it's just like that, your mood. If you're not happy with yourself, that also, you know, that changes your mood. So yeah, so that's
why we represent each other. So if you ain't it, like, you making me look bad, get it together, baby girl.
Yeah, and now you mad because someone, you know, a woman that is fine just walked by and you think I'm looking at her. Give me something to look at. Like, I can't speak for men, but obviously at the end of the day, you want your man to be proud to have you too. Like, yeah, you want him to look good and all this other stuff, but motivate each other, of course.
Because my eyes be like, did you see him?
Exactly. But you are the type that you be like, you'll go like, yeah, I don't like how that outfit looks. Oh, yeah, this looks better. Exactly. Exactly. So if he takes what you tell him into consideration, I think it's, you know, it should be, you know, even. You know, you should also take.
Yeah, I don't listen to much.
No.
Yeah, but like I'm
a little baby that don't listen.
I'm gonna wear this hoodie. I'm gonna wear the hoodie.
She hard-headed, y'all.
Yeah. Well, maybe because I don't have like weight problems and all, like, knock on wood, God forbid. Like, you know, maybe if I had the problems, then I'm like, okay, let me tighten up. But I'm like, okay, what the fuck? You can see through this baggy hoodie that I'm fucking slim, thick, with my cute ass.
Yeah, but you know, like so everything doesn't apply to everybody.
No, that's what I'm just saying. Like, maybe I would, but I really don't care.
There was a thing that I saw a guy, I forgot who page I saw this on, but this was probably like a few months ago.
Because when we get in the house, everything come off anyway. I walk around naked, so.
Exactly. and you look good naked, so there you go. That doesn't apply for everybody. And it's not body shaming anybody, because beauty comes in all shapes and sizes. Right. And there's someone for everyone, you know, as they say. But at the end of the day, be the best version of you.
Yes. For you.
You know, for you. And, you know, that's point blank period. That's the bottom line.
And that's what's going on with these freaking women. I'm like, I'm just so bothered by everybody keep going to get their damn body done, because that's a sign of insecurity. Okay, it's different if it's like, okay, my ass been flat my whole life. I want to get a little more ass. I've been flat chested my whole life. I want a little bit more tits. But when you doing shit and making it humongous, you want attention. Like, it's just attention. So you're doing it for a man, but you're not even worrying about yourself. You're not happy. Because, like, you're really worrying about an image to get a man that you still can't fucking keep. Like, these women that's doing it for men is freaking me. Like, I'm telling you, it's freaking me out. And it's like,
because it's not always about the physical for guys.
It's not like, oh, it's just that I want a little bit more titties. I never had a shape. I want to fix my shape. They getting these big ass booties, humongous ass titties.
And these men still the same way.
When it's tight ass shit for attention. They still don't have a fucking husband.
So
you're not doing it to keep a man. You're doing it to get attention from men, not to keep your man attention from men. That's a problem. That's insecurity. I don't agree with it. My friends talk about me all the time. Like, yeah, you just gotta just be supportive. Sometimes I'm like, no, fuck that. No, fuck that. Supportive my ass, but you insecure.
Don't go do nothing.
You insecure.
Love your body. That's what you're saying?
No, sometimes people need stuff fixed, but I'm on some shit, and I was gonna post this too. I'm on some shit like, the money that y'all taking to get y'all body fixed, then it's like they getting their shit done like every year. People be addicted. All this money you taking from taxes, whatever the hell you did, overtime, whatever you getting this from, you got it from some nigga, whatever. You're not investing in a piece of property or even a home for your family, you worry about an image to be in competition with another bitch on Instagram or for a nigga.
Yeah, because I'm not getting nothing done to my body, and I don't got no house of my own. You know what I'm saying? I don't have a house. I'm not. That's just me. I'm not.
You'll never be comfortable.
I'm not putting a bunch of racks on to
You'll
fix my
never feel
body.
good because the next
And I
thing you
don't
get
got-
with, you're gonna compare yourself to another chick, and you gonna want to
Then
fix
I want to
something.
go do something else. Let me go do this after that. That's what.
No,
Some
I
people-
think that the worst thing I saw, like it was like a meme, and it was like when you go get your body done and then he cheats on you
Anyway.
It was
Like,
the complete
anyway.
opposite. It's just like wow. So yeah, no.
You did
so I
all
get
that, you
that
still
part.
cheating, girl, bro.
No, definitely. But you know, everyone has their personal reasons. Some people do it because they do it for them because they're not comfortable, you know, and they feel like certain things can be arranged. Because I would never body shame anybody, you know, to each his own. If you this is what you feel comfortable, make sure that you're doing it for you,
Not for
you.
nobody
for the
else.
proper reasons, and you
Right.
know, and that
So
you
fix
know,
yourself, not
Not
a big
for
ass
anybody
to be for
else.
attention.
and you do
It's
it,
a
you know.
difference.
Do it for you.
Yeah, but you know, at the end of the day, everyone's gonna identify what they chose to do differently because you feel that they did it for attention. Maybe in their head, they don't feel as if they did it for this reason. You know, like you know, that's what I said. It's a matter of perception.
Everything changed.
Yeah.
Everything changed. How they walk, how they talk, how they act around people, how they dress. Is like everything is like a sex appeal to show my ass. Of course, okay, you done paid for that ass, bitch. I'll show it off too. But it's just like everything about it is just like my ass. My ass. I'm like, no, I'm serious. It's
She
a
just
joke.
made me think about that Netflix. She Gotta Have It. Did y'all watch that? When it was out, they got 2 seasons. She made me think about that. I forget the girl's name. One of the girls got her butt done, like kept going to get these injections, and she was on stage dancing and stuff one day, and she fell, and everything just.
Oh yes.
It was so funny. She
Yeah, I
just made me
remember
think
that.
about. Did you say my?
No, I'm a man will be more attracted to you when you get comfortable in the house and you done lost yourself, you done had this baby, and now your weight is all over the place. They'll be more attractive and more supportive if you work the fuck out. Now you go get your shit fixed. I don't really think they really appreciate that.
Well, you know, I guess it's society and you know social
They
media.
don't want it for their woman. They'll
and-
take it from
and-
another woman, but they don't want that for their woman.
Yeah, but you know how I know you've seen these memes like, okay, I posted a picture like this. This is like the new challenge. I posted a picture like this since I saw that this is what my man likes online. And, you know, they're posting pictures, you know, like in the panties or in the bras and whatever, but like because this is what their man looks at. So some people, you know, this is how you identify you're doing it to please a certain, you know, person or certain group of people. And this is what you think you're going to attract. I get that. But yeah, like I feel like at the end of the day, whatever you do it for you. Point blank period. I feel like if you do make any arrangements or anything, make sure that you're doing it for the right reasons, going to the right doctors.
Anything that you
Because,
do, whether
know,
it's
'cause
physical
realistically,
changes or other
sometimes you're
changes.
doing it and then at the end of the day you end up butchering yourself and then you're still not satisfied. And that's why some people do become addicted to this or you
Right.
know certain you had this certain outview on that and that's it. But that's, you know, all about, you know, your image about yourself, your self-image. But in reference to being too comfortable, I feel like you should also be comfortable with telling your partner if you're not comfortable with something in reference to them and their image, men or women, and how we can, but it's a way of saying it. There's
It's
like
not what you say, it's how you say it.
a soft way of saying it, you know, a respectful way of saying
there we
it,
go, yeah,
a considerate
absolutely.
way of saying it,
Yeah.
because also not everyone is open to receiving criticism. So also I feel like that's a big
Gotta
part
know what
of
type of
being, you know,
person you're
being,
dealing
yeah,
with.
exactly.
Yeah.
You know?
Nope, I'll be like, what the fuck you got on?
Because a
No,
lot of
you're
people do
cruel.
not take
Yeah,
that.
you're cruel. You're
No,
very.
I'm not. Stop making me like that.
You'll be mean. Yeah.
I bite my tongue a lot. I just be looking like this motherfucker better.
A
go
lot,
fucking
once or
change.
twice. Yeah, exactly. But if I don't tell you now, I'm going to tell you later. No, but just in general, I feel like, you know, obviously when you're in a relationship, it's okay to be comfortable. Just don't, you know, the too comfortable is like the heaviest part of it. And, you know, keeping that open communication with your partner. If you're not, you know, change it up. Don't only wait on your partner to, you know, to make the adjustments, to make the plans, to make the dates, to plan the vacations, you know, for females as well. Because also, yeah, we say all the pressure is put on the women on as far as the physical, but a lot of the planning and a lot of the
Everyone
to do
not meant to
things
take charge and they don't.
in every other area. So at the end of the day, you know, balance it out. You want
Got to compromise.
Yeah,
if
you know.
one person gonna do this one hand wash your face, both hands wash
No, he
each
told
other.
me I'm paying for it, so you make the plans.
Okay.
Like, how I feel like I'm going on a date? How the fuck, like, who the fuck I'm getting
Because you
pretty
done
for?
threw the money, I'm supposed to.
Lord.
So I came
They-
across
they
this
get too
meme that
comfortable.
said 11 signs of a one-sided relationship, which made me think about the too comfortable thing. So they said if you initiate most communication, which means that I feel like your partner, they complacent. It's just on some, I don't really gotta talk too much. I don't gotta do too much. You here? I'll see you. I wake up next to you, go to sleep next to you, or I'll see you tomorrow, whatever it is. So they gotten comfortable. They don't feel like y'all need to communicate as much. Knowing before, and when they first started trying to pursue you, they was maybe going out their way sometimes to make sure they called or they text just a hey, hi, how you doing? How was your day? What did you eat today?
Yeah, now-
You all right? You need
when they
something?
ask
You know what I'm saying?
"Did
They
you
get
eat
comfortable.
today?" You know what they do to you?
Like, I'm hungry now. Then the other one said, you initiate most intimacy. You spend a lot of your time apologizing. You often change your plans to accommodate their schedule.
Yes.
Your efforts are often not reciprocated. You frequently make excuses for their hurtful behaviors. And I know a lot of these I was able to relate to with past relationships. You are constantly worried they will leave. Their goals have become your goals. Their needs are the focus of the relationship. Yours are not. They often prioritize things over you, like work, hobbies, other friends, or whatever, just all about them. You consider the relationship when making plans about the future, but they don't.
Yeah. So
I sound like a housewife.
that's horrible. That's a horrible image to paint for a housewife because that's not what it should come down to.
Well,
Definitely
that's what it
not.
sounds like.
That sounds like a... That
An
just, to me, that
unhappy
sounds like
housewife, if anything.
an unhappy
Oh, yeah.
household,
Oh,
period.
a
Whether it
lot
be the
of
man, the
housewives are
woman, the
unhappy.
whoever.
I don't give a fuck what's the material image of it. That, I got a house and I have this and that. A lot of them are unhappy.
This doesn't...
They are getting cheated on. Probably 90% of them are getting cheated on. So
I know a lot of
No,
women
it's
that
a
are
lot of-
married and that are happy and that, their partner makes
It's
sure
a
that
lot of
they
men
are,
that don't.
that they take them
that's
into
the image that they paint.
Yeah, well,
I believe it's the image they paint.
well, I want to believe that there is
Any housewife let go they
a
goals.
group of people.
Any
That's
housewife
holding
that
it
way.
down. And
Any
that's out there
housewife
faithful.
let go they go unless that man gave you money and was like, go start your own business, and you started, if you was into fashion, you started your own boutique or something like that. But you just saying even out, that means you let yourself go. You made it all about him. And it's like, no.
And see, that's... We don't need to lose
I don't agree with
ourselves.
that.
I feel like if we're... If you start
The
to
world we
become
live
like
in, there's no
that...
such thing. It shouldn't be no housewives.
So you
They're
don't
gonna-
plan on
they're
getting
gonna
married?
They're gonna lose interest, and they're gonna feel like you have no hustle if you're not doing
So
something.
you
to
don't see yourself
benefit-
getting married?
No, that's not what I'm saying. A housewife. A housewife meaning like you just catering only to this man and this family. That's it. You're not living your own life. Most housewives just sitting at
See, I
home
don't-
not doing much.
See,
I don't associate that with housewives.
Stay at home
Yeah.
wives. Okay, so you mean the stay at home wives? Okay, yeah, because I'm like, hold on, a housewife and
right.
a stay at home
It's
wife.
just a
are,
white thing, right.
Yeah, like I'm like, hold on, I was kind of confused. I'm like, how does she not have a life? How so it's like I guess.
Housewives don't do shit neither.
But it's some
They don't.
stay-at-home
I'm not
wives. I
talking
think
about
that's...
real housewives
not
of
like
Atlanta or shit like that. We talk about regular, everyday housewives. The regular daily housewives. We're not talking about the TV housewives. That is TV. They painting this image to make it seem like that. And all the bitches are happy too. They getting cheated on. Their husbands having babies, all this stuff too.
Everybody in the
We
world's
talking
not cheating, Ayana.
We talk about the regular housewives.
Yeah, and I'm talking about the regular housewife. Everybody out here in this world is not cheating.
Most
I'm
people
sorry.
are.
I'm gonna make
Most
a
people
poll. Is
are.
everybody cheating? Apparently.
Yeah, everyone's cheating.
I guess I'm too damn hopeful because
Yeah.
I just know that there's gonna be somebody out there that is not gonna cheat on me,
Because the
and that's
people
gonna
not
hold me the
married for
fuck
love,
down.
so of
and
course
they
they
gonna,
cheating. They're
some
not
people
married
don't.
for love. They marry
And that's
for
why you
other
gotta,
reasons, so
and that's why you really gotta
cheating.
take your time to get to know someone. When I say take time, I ain't saying like take thousands of years to figure it out. Because at a certain point in time, by a certain time, I feel like you know whether or not this person is somebody that you want to move forward with in that way. But you
just
need
gotta
to
cheat
get to know people.
respectfully.
What?
There ain't no
it.
cheating respectfully.
Everyone's cheating. It's just got some who's reckless and don't care, and some cheat respectfully.
Oh my lord!
Well, that's-
Listen, I'm
that's
not with
her
none of that
idea.
shit. Respectful, respectful, behind my back, in front of my face. I'm not with none of that shit. I don't like it.
And that's where the whole getting too comfortable, because some people know that this is happening, that their partner is going out and living a whole nother life,
But
and
as
they're
long
too
as they ain't
comfortable.
bringing it back to their doorstep,
and then
or they don't
he's
embarrass
taking
them in
care
public,
of home
it's all
or whatever.
good.
Then
Nah.
they're too comfortable and they stay there, or because
Absolutely
you
not.
gave this person the quote unquote best years of your life, and then to start all over, then you settle and you stay there. So yeah, those definitely fall into the category of being too comfortable. But I feel like that's why people shouldn't let it get to that point. Anybody in a relationship, anybody that's in a committed relationship, or dating or married, or whatever phase of this relationship you're in, I
If
feel
you're
like
committed,
try to keep that spark. At the end of the day, things are gonna happen. Things are not always up to full speed. Things that done, you get tired, you get consumed with work, get consumed with the kids, but never lose yourself. As a woman, never
Right.
lose yourself. That's number one. And just,
keep
try
putting in
to-
effort. Keep
yeah,
trying.
Both.
Make sure to
both.
try to communicate.
Everybody,
Make sure to be respectful. Make sure to be considerate of this other person's feelings, just like you would want them to be considerate of yours. It's like it should be a two-way street, not no one-way street. What you want me to do, what they say, what's good for the goose is good for the gander. If you what you want from me, you should be giving to me
Everybody
too. Don't just keep taking and taking and taking and taking.
You gotta
You know, you gotta
when,
give and
you
take.
gotta
It's a give and take. You need to be
when.
give and take.
Women do too.
I highly disagree, and I
Women do too.
pray that you snap
A
out of
lot
that.
of women
Right.
cheats.
I have a quote for you before we close this one out.
Yes.
Okay.
Come on, Mary.
Just because you're in a secure,
I'm just speaking because a lot of people are being fake, and this shit is just driving me fucking crazy. No, I'm serious. A lot of people are being fake, and a lot of people is unhappy. Y'all so fake. People are so fake.
but that's okay, because you know what? When judgment day,
It's
when
okay.
judgment day comes, everybody has
It's
going to
okay.
take on their own sins. Everybody, so whatever anybody's dealing with in their relationship, they have to deal with that head on. So don't make somebody else's situation, like a damper for everybody else. I think like that's like kind of shitty.
No, I'm just saying, snap into reality. Just stop
snap into reality, but also be realistic that there are some
Yeah,
people
be
outside of
realistic.
people that are not like that.
They're settled and they're comfortable and they
And
settle.
not-
And
and-
people are too worried about it image that they settle on.
And that's fine for that group of people, but not everyone in the world is
Most.
mad. Not everyone in the world is dealing with that.
It's a
Not
lot of
everybody.
people that's
Not everybody.
not
People in this
cheating or
world,
lying
in
or
my world.
People in her world, the people in my world are not living like
Everybody I
this.
know.
I know a lot of people
know.
that don't cheat.
Yeah, I know a lot of people that are
I
happy. and they're
applaud
cheating.
y'all. Amazing job. Amazing fucking job.
So,
Keep it up.
all right, can I give them this quote?
Hit him with that quote, Mary.
Just because you're in a secure relationship doesn't mean you should stop making an effort to maintain your appearance and attitude, which attracted your partner in the first place.
Yes.
So, sometimes it's only your attitude, because it's not only about your appearance, the way you react, the way you talk, your
Right.
consideration,
Start to get-
how you make your partner feel, how you
Yes.
do you check in on them, and
Are you reassuring them if they may need not? And that doesn't have
when
to do
they're
with like
down, are
self-esteem
you there
or
to
anything.
make sure that they,
Right.
that you're there to pick them up?
Right.
Because it's more than one area. Sometimes, you
Yes.
get too comfortable and your partner may not be in the best place
Right.
financially, and
Or
not because
emotionally.
you're not, the person that I met, this is my turn to kick
Yeah.
you down, and that's not
That's
the
not
point.
how that
We build
go.
each other up.
Partners.
There you
A
go.
You gotta learn
partnership.
how to deal with your partner. That's what it is.
A
because
partnership.
in the beginning, y'all trying to satisfy each other, but then you learn the person, you see their flaws. So that's where the attitude and everything change at, because you're getting irritated. You're noticing things you don't like, maybe how they act, how they talk, how they handle other people. So that's where that come from. It just don't come because you're a nasty person. No, so you're saying keep the same attitude. Is you have to learn the person, and then you have to figure out if you want to stay and if you want to accept how they are, if you're going to work through it or not. You have to learn your person. You have to learn how to deal with them.
But I'm not gonna stay with somebody
No one's never
and,
gonna be the
and-
same
and
the whole
be a
relationship.
shitty person and
Just
change
because.
who I am. Because if I'm genuinely a good person
And they're making me-
and they're bringing
Making
the
their
worst
attitude
side
or
of me,
their-
then you're too
yeah.
comfortable.
Gotta go.
You walk away
Yes,
from
I
it. You
gotta
don't
go.
settle for that.
And I'm not gonna go into the next one acting like that with the next person because they
bring
did
that
me
baggage
wrong.
because
Hell
of who
no.
you are. Yeah,
Right.
so
I'm still gonna keep loving. I'm
that's
still
back
keep
to settling and being too
Yeah.
comfortable.
Yes.
So at the end of the day, you know, if you're
When
not
somebody
happy,
show you their true colors in the beginning, you better run.
yeah, you at that point you make a decision whether you want to stay, whether this is worth working through. Because at the end of the day, none of us are perfect.
Right.
We all have something that we can fix, tweak, or
Right.
be better at. It's it depends
right.
who comes along and if the right person is worth you working on that.
Yeah.
And that's it. And communication. At the end of the day, to everyone in a relationship, married or whatever, it's about communication. If you're not happy, you have to be vocal about
Right.
it. Don't be complacent about
It's
everything.
okay not to be okay.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Yes, just live your life.
Bye,
And don't cheat.
guys. No cheating.
All right.
Tune in.
Tune in